Okay, we are live. A little extended Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Week number 7 podcast. Will Widowmakers joins the show for the first time in 2019. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoyed your beverage and appetizer in the waiting room.
Yes, tell Tracy they were delicious, and I'm happy to be here finally this season.
Okay, well, as customary, we have a new segment on the show. It's called Cue Up the Music. Will, can you please give the order to cue up the Packers song music?
Cue it up, Dave.
Here we go. It's the Pack music. All right. Widowmakers, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, the fix for 6. How were you feeling when that was going down on Sunday versus the Autumn Wind is a Pirate Raiders?
It was a long time coming, Dave. I had my worries, let me tell you. But Rogers, once he got into sync, new head coach, he was just firing away.
There you go. It's a known fact. You've been struggling to score this year, and you finally broke out. You set a new franchise record, 80 points in the bag. What do you think about that?
I just hope it continues, Dave.
All right, G-Man wasn't thrilled about that. 80-36 blowout win. It puts you at 3-4. So looking at your team, you've been decimated by injuries. You picked up players. They get banged up. They're out for the year. It seems like you've had a little bad luck, but you've seen you turn the corner a little bit this week. Can you build any momentum off this Week 7 victory moving on to the next week?
Hopefully I get some productions out of my wide receivers this week. Adding Aaron Jones, I think it was a windfall for me, and hopefully it comes through.
Yes, Aaron Jones on the waiver wire. Picked up early this morning to help out a shorthanded lineup by Will, but he corrected it. Got some production from Rivers a little bit. You got the Ravens defense with a couple of touchdowns. It was a very supporting cast performance despite the 6 touchdowns from Rodgers. All right, moving on. We have a question from Joseph in Florida, in the Florida Keys. He's on his boat right now. If you had to change one thing in your draft, what would you have done differently, knowing what you know now after 7 weeks?
I never would have drafted Tyler Boyd. That was a mistake. And Mixon, definitely a mistake. Stay away from Cincinnati.
There you go. All right, Widowmakers. We have this part of the segment of the show. Well, actually, you're moving forward to your Week 8 opponent, a tough opponent in the Psychos. He's in first place in the West Division. You got a key matchup on Sunday night, Rodgers versus Matt Moore, minus Mahomes. So that might be pivotal in who wins the week. What do you think about your chances this week on your matchups?
I like my chances with Chet. I took him down in week 1, and Chet, I'm coming for you again, and I'm bringing the straitjacket.
There you go. Widowmaker's 7-2 all time versus the Psychos. He's beaten them 4 straight. He's got his number, and he's hoping for some big things again in week number 8. All right, this part of the show, Widowmakers, it's called the Trash Mouth Parting Shots. Who do you have a parting shot at in the league?
All GMs, don't sleep on the Widowmakers, because you never know when Rodgers is going to strike again.
Oh, there you go. The Go Pack Go music in the background. Tracy from Trend Tracker says hello. She walked by with a Diet Coke in her hand. She gave us some good information for this podcast. All right, well, it's a very simple phrase. It's a recurring theme for a long time on this show. You get the front parking spot. You get the best food. You can pre-order your stuff online at trashmouthfantasyfootball.com. How do you get on this show, Will?
You got to score the most points of the week, my friend.
It's a very simple phrase, but it's very hard to do on the field. A lot of GMs talk it up on text. A lot of people think they can just get on this show easily. It's not that easy. You got to score the points. You got to be explosive. All right. this part of the segment is over. Will, we thank you for joining the show for the Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Week 7 podcast show for the 2019 season. And hopefully we see you again.
Thanks again, Dave, and tell Tracy I said thanks.
Thank you.